going to kick it off with the big story today, the mugshot seen across the world. Fulton County Sheriff's Office releasing this picture of former President Donald Trump. This mugshot came after his 4th arrest in 5 months. Trump and 18 others accused of attempting to overturn the 2020 election results in the state of Georgia. Our very own Katie Barlow talking with us about the snapshot from jail. And in this world of unprecedented firsts for the president, here is just another one. What is he saying about this mugshot?
Well, look, he had a real human moment, a real human response to this. He said it's not comfortable, especially if you've done nothing wrong. Of course, he's maintained his innocence throughout all of this. He's pleading not guilty. But that's a real thing that happens to everyone that goes through this process. There are a number of people who go through the criminal justice system every day, get their mugshot taken, and do exactly what he did and feel like it's not uncomfortable. So I think that human moment kind of shows the process is working. He's going through what he's supposed to go through. And this is what happens when you get charged with a crime. A grand jury decides that there's probable cause to believe that you committed a crime. You get your mugshot taken. He's experiencing what a lot of Americans have experienced.
Yes, he has. Yes, he did. Is there a realistic timeline for when this trial would take place in this case?
That is the #1 question on a lot of people's minds. We spoke with a former district attorney in Atlanta today who will be on in the courts this weekend, who says we still got to see it when it comes to Trump. But look, there's one trial in this case, one guy, one co-defendant, Ken Chesbro, who's going to go to trial in October 23rd. He asked for what's called a speedy trial. Criminal defendants get a speedy trial in this country, which means he goes to trial in 60 days. So he asked for October 23rd. Now, Fani Willis responded with, sure, let's do all 19 co-defendants on October 23rd. Now, the judge said, no, we're not. This doesn't apply to all of them yet, including Trump. But this guy, he's going to trial. He's one of the lawyers who helped concoct the fake, allegedly helped concoct the fake electors case theory. So he's going to trial in October. That's going to be the first one, probably the first of all of these to go to trial. And then Trump, maybe in March, which was the initial timeline that Fani Willis requested. But look, guys, 19 co-defendants and a very complicated RICO case with that 100-page indictment, a lot of details. I'm not betting it's going to trial by March, but I've been wrong before.
We'll have to wait and see, but it'll be interesting to see how that first trial goes and where that could lead to. But of course, back here in D.C., we have a big update coming up next week, right?
Yep, Monday, Judge Tanya Chutkan, the federal judge here in D.C., who's overseeing
I forgot all about the other cases.
To keep up with, Joe. I got you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Monday morning, and we'll be there live on Monday morning, too. Judge Tanya Chutkan is expected to set a trial date for the January 6th criminal case right here in our backyard. Of course, Trump has made some public comments, derogatory comments about Judge Chutkan that may also come up on Monday during the hearing. All eyes on that courtroom Monday. That starts at 10 a.m. and of course we'll be there.
Yeah, of course.
What a time to be alive to see something like. I never thought in a billion years I would see anything like this. Multiple indictments and a actual mugshot of a former.
Does it make you want to go to law school?
No, not at all.
No, it makes me not want to do anything.
But it made me slow down in my car. Slow down in my car. Ask before I even take sugar at the kid. Is this sugar free?
There you go.
Because I'm not messing around. I don't need any Joe Claire mugshots.
There you go. Let's hope.
No, it's not. We're not having any.
All right, Katie, thanks so much, and she'll bring us the latest on Monday with all of that as well.